Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening, class. We
Good
are
Good
from
evening.
Group
evening.
3. We will presentation about units of translation. My team is Nahda Zulfia, Alice Kairliana, and Windy Febri Utami. Happy for watching.
Okay, translation unit. A translation unit is segments of the text that the translation treats as a single cognitive unit for the purpose of establishing an equivalence. The translation unit may be a single word, a phrase, one more sentences, or even a large unit. The sense might be translated. Will the form option cannot to sum up and uh, literal translation style from beside free translation sense meaning beside. Literal translation is more oriented to the style and form of the short language from beside translation. Will free translation or idiomatic translation is more oriented to the sense or meaning of the short text to be rendered into the target text. And types of translation according to Larson, literal translation, modified literal translation, idiomatic translation, only free translation. The goals of translation should be to reproduce in the recapture language a text which communicates the same message as the short language but using the natural, grammatical and legal traits of the recapture language. Types of translation according to Peter Newmark. SL emphasis word for word translation, literal translation, faithful translation, thematic translation. TL emphasis adaptation, free translation, idiomatic translation, communicative translation. And comprehensibility and translatability. Not all text or text user are the same. Text type, audience, or purpose of translation are important factors to consider translatability versus comprehensibility. Translatability meaning could still be adequately expression across language. Next, Nada, please press the unmute.
Okay. Next, translatability is a relative notion and has to do with the extent to which, despite obvious differences in linguistic structure, grammar, vocabulary, etc., meaning can still be adequately expressed across language. But for this to be possible, meaning has to be understood not only in terms of what the ST contains, but also and equally significantly in terms of such factors as a communicative purpose, target audience, and purpose of translation. Next, text types. Text type as the level at which communication is achieved builds the concept of equivalence but views the text rather than the word of sentence as the level at which communication is achieved and at which equivalence must be sought. below text types are classified as follows. Types and subtypes. 1. Literature, prose, poetry, drama. 2. Journalism, oratory, essay, articles. 3. Newspapers, editorial, headlines, brief news, feature, stories, advertisement, classified. Number 4. Scientific expression, terminology, argument, footnotes, references. 5. Official document, business report, law, diplomatic documents, military documents, etc. Mona Baker, she says that meaning can be carried by units smaller than the word. She views equivalence at the levels of word collocation and idiom, grammar, thematic, and information structure. Cohesion and pragmatism. She maintains that there is no one-to-one correspondence between orthographic words and elements of meaning within or across language. Equivalence at different levels. The translator's task is to determine the smallest units to be translated at different levels at which the equivalence is sought. Meaning can be carried in different level or hierarchy. The language hierarchy is as follows: phoneme, morpheme, word, phrase, clause, sentence, and text. Okay, next, Windy.
Okay. Morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning. Morpheme in ST sometimes has equivalent in the TT, non-profit, nirlaba, self-sufficient. Swasembada, prehistory, prasejarah, some do not have onto one equivalent, especially the inflectional morphemes. IE, ING, ID, IS. Translation at the words level is the common norm is translating. Example, yesterday he comes here. Kemarin ia datang kemari. The typical example of translation at this level usually deal with idiomatic expression. A fly in the ointment, blah 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 blah, rintangan kecil. A drop in the bucket, blah 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 blah, setetes air di lautan. The salt of the earth, blah 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 blah, putra terbaik. Next, non-idiomatic phrases in Indonesia usually have different word order from that of English. English phrases usually have adjective, noun order, whereas Indonesia phrases have noun plus adjective order. Usually translation at the sentence level deals with proverbs and phrases expression such as many happy returns of the day. Selamat ulang tahun. However, some non-idiomatic expression must also be translated at this level. Do not imagine such fine things. Jangan begitu naif. Will you leave a message? Apa yang harus saya sampaikan kepadanya? Next. At this level, the unit of translation is the text as a whole. The example of this is the translation of prose and poetry. Sometimes, a word or a sentences cannot be understood in isolation without looking at the text. The poem by below may well exemplify the point. Next slide. What is good translation? The success of a translation is measured by how close it comes to certain ideals that are sometimes called the ABC of translation. The ideal translation should be A. Accurate, B. Beautiful, and C. Communicative. Next slide. Larson definition, the best translation Larson states that the best translation is the one which A. uses the normal language form as the receptor language. B. Communicates as much as possible to the receptor language speaker the same meaning that's understood by the speaker of the source language. And C. Maintains the dynamic of the original source language text. Thank you.
Oke, thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.